How you guys doing? You alright? You enjoyed the last video? Okay, so I'm confidence coach Jonathan. For those of you that are new to my channel, I've been coaching men now for the past 10 years. Coaching men in the area of anxiety, confidence and fear. The main area that I've specialised in from the very start is social anxiety. Obviously it's a lot more than that, but that's a big part of the coaching that I've done over the years and help men to improve at that and conquer that. So I want to explain in this video, obviously I don't have another person with me, but I'm going to demonstrate and illustrate. It will help you to understand what I'm going to share in this video, which is really important. So in this video, I'm going to explain how to make a good impression when you first speak to someone that's new. And I'm going to start off by explaining to you guys, let's talk about women first. Let's cover the dating, right? Because the principles are very similar, and I'll explain as I go along. So let me start off by saying the mistake that most men make when they first walk up and start a conversation with a woman that they're interested in or attracted to. And I'm talking about in any environment, right? So try and open your mind up a bit and don't be limited. So I'm not talking about online dating, I'm talking about in real life. So I'm talking about, let's say you're at a party with friends or a family. That's an example. Let's say it's in the park. Let's say it's in the coffee shop. Let's say it's down the high street. It's on a plane, on a holiday resort, on a beach. This is a mistake that men make, which it's not necessarily that it gets you rejected, right? Yes, but it's more about, it doesn't make a good impression on a woman, and it basically, you don't realize that your behavior is ruining the potential connection and a future relationship. Does that make sense? So I'll show you the example best I can, what guys do wrong. Back to my video. First of all, they go wrong up here in the head. Because when you see a woman that you like and you think, I want to speak to her, I want to ask her out, I want to see if there's a connection, the mind comes in. And if you haven't trained your mind, you haven't worked at your confidence, and you haven't practiced being social and working through the fears and getting, doing the exposure therapy. For those of you that don't know what that means, therapy in the sense of facing fear on a practical level, not sitting down and just talking to a therapist. It's quite different. So guys get in the head too much. The fears kick in, usual fears. What is she going to think about me? What if she thinks I'm not good looking enough? What if she thinks I'm weird? What if she just ignores me and walks off and I feel stupid? What if she listens, stops, acknowledges, and then I start stuttering, or I get awkward, or I run out of things to say? Or what if she rejects me and it's harsh? Or what if she accepts me and I won't know what to do from there? So it's a very defeatist type of mentality, and if you can't get out of those insecurities which come from anxiety in the head, when you go over, you're going to go over already defeated. You don't realize you're doing it unless you realize you're doing it and you've got someone to tell you, right? Now you're going to walk over, you're probably going to be like, your body language isn't going to be good. The body follows the mind. So if you're operating from a mindset that is negative and pessimistic and insecure and scared and afraid and cowering, that is going to leak all over your body. So when you go up, you're going to have a weak body language. Your eye contact, they're going to see it in your eyes that sorry, there's ants crawling on my phone, never mind. They're going to see in your eyes that you're not sure. You're going to have a tight face, you're not going to be smiling, your energy is going to be very down, very tight, and it's going to give off a scent, it's going to give off a certain energy or vibration which is not going to be interesting, and a woman's probably going to say, thank you but no thank you, and then they're going to walk off. Or if she does give you a chance, your tonality when you're speaking, it's going to be mumbled, low. It's going to communicate in how you're speaking that I don't believe in myself, I'm not confident, I don't think you're going to like me, do you like me? All that, it's not attractive, right? So the great thing about this is about taking responsibility. It's not about pushing the blame on anybody else, women or anything. It's just all on you, because any guy can get this right, work at his confidence and be successful and get a relationship. If I can do it, any guy can do it. Because I had many issues, same issues of all of you had, right? No different. And I've helped many guys through it. So the way that you've got to change that is, when those voices kick in, you've got to make a decision and say, right, either I listen to them and I let them tangle me and imprison me mentally and emotionally, and I don't commit to the conversation, or I say, you know what, honesty, like I said in my old videos, vulnerability, truthfulness, respect, happiness, confidence, but go for it. It's better to go for it and do it right and get hurt and rejected than to protect yourself, do it wrong and get rejected anyway. Because if you do it right, the very act of communicating right with respect and confidence and vulnerability, that makes you feel good on the inside. So it's a two-way relationship, and I guarantee you, unless a woman just isn't attracted to you, or is in a rush, or in a relationship, not interested, they're going to respond well. Because when you go up and you say, hi, excuse me, how you doing? And the body language is confident, not overdoing it, the smile's there, the energy's there, the eye contact is kind, and you have good eye contact, not too intense, but it's good. And you can hear in the tone of your voice that it's a nice mood. Come on, it's pretty simple science. We all know this. They're gonna reflect that back. So it really is about you. It really is a mirror. If you go over and you project this low confidence, artificial type of conversation, there's no truth in it, it's not honest, it's not going to work. You're wasting your time. And obviously, I know we're thinking ahead, right? But of course, at some point, we all want meaningful relationships, right? I know everyone's different. Most people at some point want a relationship. We want to connect with someone, fall in love, have a good connection. If you don't know how to initiate a conversation and make the impression right, then how you're not going to get to that part. I'm not saying it's impossible, right? Because obviously you could be waiting on someone to choose you. You've got online dating, but that's, you know, you're kind of putting your happiness into fate's hand. So it's good to learn how to initiate conversation, because we never know when we're going to meet our dream girlfriend, or if there's any women watching this video, because it's the same principles for women. You never know when you're going to meet your dream boyfriend or your dream partner. So it's good to have the skills and the confidence and the courage and the heart. You ain't got to be perfect. So when you've got an opportunity and you feel that compulsion, you want to talk to someone, you can act on it and commit. So I'm going to make a point, look, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to say the most amazing things. You don't have to be the best looking person. But you do have to get the fundamental social skills right, and that is the positive energy. That's getting the mind right, because the body follows the mind. So obviously it takes practice. And I would say it's the fear of rejection, and within rejection, all my clients say my biggest fear is getting awkward. But when you kind of put it together, if you're afraid of being awkward, and we go a bit deeper, you're afraid of rejection, because you think, oh, if I show awkwardness, they're going to shame me, they're going to judge me, and then they're not going to love me, they're going to reject me, right? You got to face it. You can't. I know this is a different analogy, but you can't go into a boxing ring unless, in most cases, and say, well, look, you know, take it easy on me, and come on, it's not going to work. You're going to get hurt like that. You've got to go in mentally knowing that I can get hurt here, but you can't let the fear of being hurt stop you, because if you let it take over, you won't find love. You won't attract a woman. You won't sweep a woman off her feet. You won't have that effect on her. And every single guy watching this video, I don't care what he believes, who he is, has got the ability to have a good effect on a woman. If you follow my philosophy, which is always honesty and respect. For those of you that don't know, I don't believe in the bull crap, in the bullshit. I don't teach it, I don't live it. I'm not interested in that, right? People want to do that, that's their choice, none of my business. But I believe in honesty, transparency, not tricks, not games. I'm not into it. You don't need it. I learned this stuff through everything I'm telling you, through getting it wrong many times, and then realizing one day it started to click. So it's always good that I make, even today, if you can't get all these points right, that's okay, patience. Even if I can just make you guys aware of what you're doing wrong, and where it goes wrong, as I said, it starts in the mind. And then if you don't get the mind right, it leaks into the body language, and then it leaks into the verbal communication. So women can see you're in your mind when you're talking to them, and you're too fearful or not sure. They can see in your body language that you're not confident, you don't really believe in what you're saying, and they can hear it in your voice. So it is like a connection without going too deep. Get the mind to connect with the body, and then you get the mind and the body to connect with the voice. The voice is so important, very important. Again, some guys might naturally have good body language, which is great because they go to the gym and do martial arts and they have that kind of strong look, but they can still go wrong by not having the tonality, the confidence. And of course you've got to face, this is how you get over social anxiety. This is the first stage of learning how to initiate. Now remember what I said at the start of this video. This is not just about helping guys to meet women, yes. Now obviously for guys that are interested in women, you still want to get on with people, same principles. If you're in an environment, in a business meeting, or on a YouTube video right now, all the things are the same, the principles. Of course you adapt them to the situation or the situations, but the same principles. If you first meet someone, right, and you don't communicate the positive things that we all like, we're all attracted to, they're not going to be impressed. And it's interesting because a lot of people think, I understand our culture, they think, when you think of impressing someone, people think about money, cars, houses. Listen, I'm not interested in that way. Nothing wrong with having a nice house and a car, but not in that way. This is not what I'm talking about. This is impressing someone through being you, being the best person, through body language, through personality. What is uniquely you? So when I help people, I don't change or add things on. It's about bringing out the real personality. And we've all got a unique personality. I believe God gave every one of us a unique personality. But a lot of people get stuck in not believing in that personality, trying to be someone else. So that's why all these things play a part. I said in my last video, I said it again, when I go through these videos, it may sound like, oh, it's a lot of things to learn. But it's actually not that many things to learn once you get it right. It's just that I'm breaking it down, you know, in every little detail, every intricacy, because I know a lot of you, you're analytical. I'm a bit like that sometimes. You want to know every detail and that might help you, but once you get it, you ain't got to think about it. So when I go and speak to someone or speak to a woman, I haven't got to think I've got to do 12 things. I've just got to think, right, honesty, go for it, be myself, be polite, try, do the best I can, not let fear hold me back, the fear of pain, rejection, awkwardness, and believe in myself and keep working at it. And then it comes across when you walk over. I'm just trying to show you, I'm coming out of the camera, that just to show you like the movement of when you communicate, you know, what it looks like when you believe in yourself. And it's not overdoing it, guys. You know, don't overdo it, because that's just as worse as underdoing it. So it's confidence and it's belief, and the more you practice it, the better it gets. So this is really important in regards to starting the conversation wherever you are. So I would say to go away today, the practice today is, every time you're about to speak to someone new, whether it's guys, it's to ask a woman out, you're interested in her romantically, or to have a conversation, or just to speak to someone in business, be aware of the commitment that you're making in your communication, because confidence is a choice, being positive is a choice, having good, all these things are a choice. People don't realize that sometimes. People make the choice of going up with low self-esteem, with a lack of belief, because they let the mind take over. So it's about getting a better control of your mind, enthusiasm, not whispering, and just getting your voice out. And then you guys are gonna do you're not gonna believe it, guys. You know what's gonna happen? What happened to me and so many of my clients? You're gonna be surprised when you get the communication right. You're gonna be surprised that a lot of amazing, beautiful women are gonna be attracted to you. And all those thoughts that, oh, it's because I'm not good looking enough, it's because my hair, my body, my finances, it's not those things. It's inside. It's an inside job. So there you have it. I hope you enjoy it. All right, I'll speak to you guys soon, and yeah, I'll keep you updated on the next date of the next weekend confidence program. I'm going to set a date for August. I'll let you guys know. And if you want to apply for it, send me an email, and I'll send you over the dates. All right, Fearless.